And welcome everybody. My name is Lynn and we've got Crafty Fun with Friends episode 18 today. And here's a little preview of what we're going to be crafting with. It is exactly what you think it is, and that is toilet paper. So really excited. My crafty friend Delise, or aka Stampa Girl, is joining me today, and she's going to teach all of us, because this is a technique I have never heard of until she said, "Hey Lynn, let's do toilet paper casting." And I said, sure, why not? I already see we have some friends in the chat. Welcome, my friends. I see Jay is here. He is working on some cards, but was really curious about this technique. Yeah, me too, Jay, because I've never heard of it. If you've heard of toilet paper casting, put a 1 in the comments. Let's see who else is familiar with this. Welcome, Cece. Thanks for joining. Elisa, welcome from, she's joining us from Huntsville, Alabama. Welcome. And Nina is here as well. Oh, hoping YouTube on computer cooperates this week. Well, I'll be crossing my fingers for you. And Nina is joining us from Pennsylvania. Cece is joining from Ohio. Welcome, folks. Awesome. Okay, so we have a 2. Of course, Stampa Girl is a 1. She's heard of this technique. I should hope so, since you're teaching it to us. Elisa's a 2. Oh, Nina has heard of it, but has never done it before. Okay, cool. Yay! Yes, that's true. Lots of our ATC swap friends are in the house. Hi, Cordelia. Welcome. Cordelia, I can't remember. Where do you join us from? Catherine C., welcome. Catherine's joining us from California, Gold Country. Exciting. It's kind of warm today where I'm at, Washington State. What's the weather like where all of you are at? I welcome the warm weather, but I'm always like a little bit warm anyways, so it doesn't take much for me to really get too hot for my own comfort. Oh, good. Okay, Cordelia is joining from Manchester, Georgia. Awesome. Welcome. We have a lot of East Coast folks. Where I know there was one person from California, but where are our West Coast fans? Before I introduce Delise, or let her introduce herself, let me ask a favor. If you're here, if you're watching on replay, if you're here joining live, could you do me the favor of hitting the like button? That way YouTube knows that this is content worth sharing, especially with other crafters out there. And if you, whether you're live or on replay, if you could also hit that share button, that would really also help to get the word out, especially if you have crafty friends and maybe somebody was intending on catching this pretty cool. I mean, I hyped it up a lot because I've never crafted with toilet paper before. So hopefully it's intriguing to somebody. And if somebody was meaning to catch us live, they might see your notification, and that could be their reminder to come join us. So if you don't mind doing those 2 things, that would be awesome and would really help a lot. Thank you, Elisa, for sharing on Facebook. Appreciate it so much. Welcome, Cindy. You're not late. We haven't really started, so we're not at the good part yet. But thank you for joining, and I hope everybody is crafting along with us, because I think this is going to be a really fun one. So without further ado, Delise, introduce yourself, my friend, and tell us a little bit about what you're up to, what you're crafting these days. If you have a little sneaky peek at anything you want to share, please do feel free to share. And then, go ahead and tell us all about this toilet paper technique too.
Hi everyone, this is Delise, also known as Paper Girl. You can find me first. Let me get all the regular stuff out of the way. You can find me in Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook as Stamper Girl. And I try to post as frequent as possible. Usually, lately, I've been doing a few hops that I've been invited to, and I am having a blast with those. Right now, today is Teen Self-Esteem Hop, so I wanted to give it a little shout out there because I work, I don't know if you guys know, I work as a teacher assistant in Illinois in a high school, and our kids need us, especially those teenagers. So trying to send some super positive vibes for them. This technique, let's get to this. The first time I did this technique, I was probably 6? Yeah, about 6 years old. I did it with my troop as a Girl Scout. I must mention that I lasted all of 2 months at Girl Scout, but this I really enjoyed and kept doing. I actually, when my daughter Bianca was little, I was one of the leaders for the Girl Scouts, and we did this technique. It is super simple. It's kind of, if you have ever done paper making, it's an easier way of doing paper making. So I think it was Cece, was it Cindy, that mentioned that they did the whole blender thing, and you put like sheets of paper in the blender, and you make your own pulp, and it's seriously like it's an ordeal. It's super fun. If you never tried paper making that way, give it a try one of these days. Tons of kits in the market for those. This is like, you remember those yellow, Lynn, do you remember those yellow books in the early 2000s? Dummy for blank, 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 blank.
Oh, yeah.
So this is paper making and paper casting for dummies. And not trying to offend anyone. It's that simple. You seriously only need something to cast. I'm using clear stamps, and we're going to use some rubber stamps. You could use anything. If you have like a one of those square pieces of wood that they use for like not finials, because the finials are 3D, but they're flat and they have like rosettes or like wood rosettes. You could use that. Yeah, you could use that. You could use anything that is flat and has a great texture. Anything, as long as not paper. So cool. Anything that you can get wet. Okay.
Nina says she used to make paper.
Oh, Nina! Oh, maybe it was Nina who said that they were doing paper. Yes, and it was messy. Making paper is messy, but I think it's so rewarding. And when you so here we're not gonna create pulp, but when you're making paper, you like have to touch the pulp. And it's such a different texture, so it's really cool. So if you're not trying, give it a try. Check out Amazon. They probably have like the gazillion paper making kits. Okay, the first thing that I
wait, Delise, yes. Just hold a second. Yes. I know you're so excited, but you're like, let's start. Okay, let's get everybody like a little bit warmed up though. So there's a question from Cindy. Would a dimensional tile work?
Yes. That would be gorgeous.
What's a dimensional tile? I don't even know what that is. But I'm glad you did.
A dimensional tile is like a rosette, but these ones, I know I've seen some in ceramic. So literally they're usually 4x4 or 6x6. And think of it like the wood rosette, but in ceramic.
Oh, okay. And Mama Pillow says, hi guys, excited to see this one. Can't wait to see how you seal these. Do you want to talk a little bit about that? I know we're not at that step, but will we be sealing these just so that Mama Pillow knows?
how do you feel?
Yeah.
Or what's the question? I'm so sorry. I'm trying to look at for it.
How do you seal them? Like, do we do like a protective coating over it at some point?
Oh, how do you seal them? I don't seal mine. You
Okay.
could. I'm gonna be using just plain water. If you wanted, you could use a mix of water and like white glue, and that would help with the keeping it together.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
just don't want to put
You could
what?
probably use
Yeah,
Mod Podge, right?
yeah. You could use Mod Podge. You could use a sealing spray. I actually like the feel of the end result because it's so soft.
Okay.
It's toilet paper. It's like it's the
Depends on
softest paper.
depends on what brand you
There's a
use.
reason.
They're not all made the
Yes, that's
same.
right. I agree.
Okay,
And
so
the good thing is everything will work.
okay, good. Shalana says, "Hi there. I have never crafted with toilet paper. I can't wait to see what you do with it." Yeah, I can't wait either. Mama Pillow says, "If you add cotton liner, linter, uh, when you make the
Lint, yeah,
paper,
from
much
the
better."
dryer.
Oh, the dryer
Mhm.
sheets. If you don't buy the pure stuff, you can use
Yeah.
cotton lint. Oh, a
Mhm.
sheets only load. Oh, interesting. Oh, Kim's in the chat. Kim says, "Hi, friends. Sorry I'm late.
I
Can't
know.
stay long, but had to see how much toilet paper Lynn is hoarding." Kim, it's a lot. Okay, can I just let me? Okay, one sec. I just have to say, in my own defense. Okay, so my brother and his wife and family used to live here, but they've since moved back to Virginia, which is where I'm originally from. Before they left, and they moved back kind of in 2022-ish, 2021, something thereabouts, mid-pandemic. And before they left behind like a bunch of stuff that they thought we might be interested in. One of those things was toilet paper. So we stashed up, because everybody did during the pandemic. And then we inherited a stash of toilet paper. And let me tell you this. We went through their stash first. It took over a year and a half to finish their stash of toilet paper. Mind you, it's just me and my husband, so it's just the two of us, but we both work full-time at home. And it took us a year and a half to go through their stash. I mean, they were prepared. And that's not even to say we haven't even touched our stash. So we still have our original hoard from pandemic days. So not my fault that we're really well prepared. We inherited.
I see, Mama. I know. Yeah, that's a lot of TP. I see a comment from Mama Pillow. She says that her paper towel molds separate after drying.
Oh.
So, yes, that can happen. You need to use more water and more pressure, Mama Pillow. And if that keeps happening, it might be that you have really, really good quality paper towel. So the other thing that you could do at the end of making the paper cast, just make a water and white glue combo and just pat it with your fingers. Just go after we finish the whole thing. You can pat it with water and white glue. And it doesn't have to be a lot. I'm pretty sure something like 3/4 of water to 1/4 of glue should be plenty.
So mostly water.
So it doesn't have to be super thick. Yeah, mostly water. Because you want it to soak through all the layers.
Well,
okay.
Could we be doing
so
that?
I hope that helps.
Like instead of using plain water, well, let's just get started.
You can. Yeah, you can. I just didn't want to deal with. I hate having my hands sticky. Does that make sense? I don't like to feel this.
As soon as I said it, I was like,
no, I can't. Yeah, I didn't want to do that online. But let me show you one thing. So one of the things that first I said to Lynn was, let's make sure that nobody uses any yellow, any brown, any red using the toilet paper. And then what do? I was trying this beautiful Daisy background, Guerrero Daisy by TLC Designs, and it still had yellow from what I used it before. Because let's be realistic, I do not clean my stamps.
Yeah.
But I wanted to show you how beautiful it looks, even though it's yellow. But it kind of reminds me of like Moroccan tiles.
Yeah. And it looks like it would feel like fabric too, almost. Right?
It feels so soft and so nice.
Yeah. That's awesome. Mama Pillow
But
says
see,
that
yes,
I also
it's separating a little bit.
she said I also use shaped tins from the thrift store. Some have elaborate scenes.
Yeah.
Embossed onto the top. That's cool.
Oh, cool.
Hi,
Yes.
Teresa. Welcome. She says about your yellow tinged toilet paper. That is funny.
Yes.
All right. Now,
And
my friend.
Mama Pillow, if you have any hints while we're doing this, if you do it a different way, because paper towel casting is probably about the same. I'm going to be doing one with toilet paper. I'm going to be doing one with tissue, and I'm going to be doing one with paper towels.
Okie dokie.
And
Get us
let
started.
me show you. Clear rubber and rubber, okay? And make sure that you don't, well, you do whatever you want, but I try I try not to have anything that has too much text, okay? So you can, and that's why I said optional, you can start by putting Versamark on your stamp just so your cast comes out easier.
Oh. You know, when I saw this, I thought this
So
was
just
how you were going to seal it. Like at the end. Like you were going
Oh, no.
to bust everything.
So this is just so when you pull,
All right.
you don't separate your
Right there with
layers
you.
and it just comes out easier. So I'm doing two with one without,
Question.
right?
Delise, question. Hold on. I'm going to be reading questions as you go. So can you just like make sure you're pausing while you talk? Give me.
Okay.
So could you also use napkins? Teresa Rogers would like to know.
Yes. Any paper products. And if you wanted to make your own pulp and then do the casting, you can do that. You can create paper pulp by using a blender and putting at least 2 cups of water. Please make sure that you have enough water when you put this into the blender. I do not want you to burn your blender, okay? And then put strips of paper and just go slowly. And the paper will just become pulp, okay? So now that we have stamped, so I can move my Versamark away. I'm gonna start with my TP. I'm gonna cut. My stamp is small enough. It's actually perfect for 1 square of toilet paper.
Oh yeah.
Perfect. If yours is smaller, that's fine. Just use 1. If you need more than 1, that's just put more than 1. Just put 1 at a time, okay? And what we're gonna do is I usually just spray my stamp. Put my paper.
Dang it, mine's big.
Right.
Oh, I'll just make a toilet paper. I'll just do one.
Well, you don't have to do the cast of the whole stamp either, you know? You can do a partial cast. And I'm using a pretty stiff brush. I don't know if you can hear it. I am pouncing this thing hard.
You just put down 1 layer?
1 layer. And I'm pouncing it hard. And if it's not going down, add more water. You want it to be pretty wet. Okay?
Wet, not just damp.
No, you want it wet. You want that to go all the way down. Okay?
Like we want the the toilet paper to be like translucent. That wet.
Yep. Mhm.
Because you know me, I never add enough water.
I know you are so.
My plies are coming up.
Pounds, pounds, pounds. Keep going.
Well, when I pounce, it's lifting because it's 2-ply.
Oh, it's okay. So I'm putting, this one is with.
Ooh, my brayer works well.
Oh yeah, brayers. You could use brayers. The other thing that I brought, and this one broke because I'm trying to not to overlap with the other one, and that's fine. You could also use an acrylic block to just get it starting.
I like your pouncer. Mine's flat. It's not really helping it like into, you know?
Okay. And then once you use your acrylic stamp, like you could use an acrylic stamp, then use your fingers. And I forgot to add it, but especially if you have like gloves, they're super good. You could use almost any, like this one is pretty stiff. Like usually like kids brushes, you know, cheap brushes are the best ones to use. They're also, let me show you, they're also these type that even though it's soft, you can get into the crevices.
Yeah.
Like,
do you have 1 layer or 2 layers so far? How far behind am I?
I'm at 1 layer because I'm doing 3 images, remember?
Oh, that's good. Okay.
So it's going to take me a little bit of time.
That's the perfect pace for me to stay on pace with you.
Okay. Yeah. And it's okay if it breaks because you're going to put more layers. Nobody's going to know. Okay?
Yeah. Lynn needs a bigger sprayer. I know. I just have this little dinky thing.
You have the little mister?
No, it's like tiny. Yeah, Mama Pillow, this is a soft brayer. Oh, Elisa says separate the plies. Okay. All right.
Oh, free the ply. Yes. That's a good idea.
Separate
and you know what? I'm going to put my other one here because it's being really hard to keep. I don't want to mix the paper towel with the tissue and vice versa.
We only have 2-ply quilted in this family, folks. I'm getting judged for my toilet paper hoarding, but we hoard the good stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
So this one is my paper towel, and this is thick. This paper towel is thick. So I'm like pouncing it hard because I want to make sure that I get. So the first 2 layers, the harder you pounce it, the more ingrained into the stamp it is, the better the impression. If not just your impression, it's going to be just softer.
Yeah.
But that's all.
Well, I have a bigger bottle, but yeah.
Okay. Once you're done with your first, just cut another square of toilet paper. And guess what? Repeat. But you're gonna, sorry. If you put it already, it's okay. It's not a big deal. I usually like to rotate it so the fibers are rotated.
Oh, I have no bloody clue what I done that first one.
Well, look at it. You should be able to see the little perforated of where you cut it.
Oh, yeah. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like,
don't freak out.
I'm like,
and pounce again.
Smoking? How am I supposed to know that? All right. Got it.
I forget that you're not a professional TP caster.
No, come on. We're not all.
Hi, Stacy. Stacy, we just started. This is our second layer.
Oh yeah.
We started, yeah, we did chip rolls from the hotel. I like it, Elisa. You know
Yeah,
what,
did you see that?
Elisa? All that means is at the end, your cast is going to be sturdier than anybody else's.
Yeah, Teresa says I travel for work and can already see me taking the rolls of the cheap stuff home.
Yep. Yep. Because you're going to get a really, really, really sturdy image at the end.
So the cheaper the better, huh? Because it's thinner?
Well, it's in your liking, but because not necessarily sturdier is better. You know, it depends on what you want to use it for.
Yeah, and I hope you'll talk a little bit more about that when we're done with our first one.
And sometimes I even like here I have some extra that I am folding back.
So
and I just stipple it. Do you see how I'm folding it back if I have too much? Oh. And that will give you some extra texture. Okay?
Well, yeah, my whole thing fits, so I can't do that.
Oh, yeah.
But question, Denise, from me. Which side's going to be up? The bottom?
Which side is going to the bottom?
Okay.
Yeah. And then if you like, I don't even remember. I think this is bouncy paper towel. So to tell you the truth, I do not like the texture, the bounty texture. No, not the cleaning. I mean for paper towels.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, I was being judged immediately. Okay, so what I do is the harder you pound, on these guys, you're removing that texture, okay? Because you're breaking up the paper.
Oh, this is gonna be so good. I hope.
Especially with toilet paper and tissue paper, like we flush those things. The reason we can flush them is because they break apart really easily as soon as you introduce water. So the water and the force of the water, when you flush, it breaks out. So this pouncing that we're doing is just breaking up.
Yeah. You know what's helping with mine? Because mine's flat. If I go like this and I give it a little wiggle, it's actually getting further in.
You put it and you wiggle it inside? Yeah.
Yeah. That's
so if it's not too hard, also, you can go, Lynn, you can move your fingers closer. So I'm pouncing from here because mine is hard. But you can move your fingers closer.
My brush is too short.
You could still put your fingers, instead of putting it in the metal, put it where it starts. And that immediately makes the brush so much stiffer.
Yeah. Gotcha. Thanks.
Can you feel the difference?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, next layer.
Keep going?
Same idea. Yep. Just change the direction of the paper.
Are you putting it down and then spraying?
Yeah. I find it easier that way. Other people find it easier to spray because then it kind of glues it together. So try to see what works for you. Let me know in the chat what works for you. Try one layer where you spray first and then put the paper and then pounce, and try one where you put the paper and then spray and then pounce, and see which one is working for you.
Am I supposed to be counting the number of layers?
Nope.
Okay. Good.
Because there's not a certain amount that you need to follow. Like it's not, we'll do 5 and 5 is done.
But is there a minimum?
Okay. Yes. I would say you need at least 8. 7 to 8.
7 to 8 single ply?
7 to 8 I did it with double ply.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it goes really fast if you're not talking. Because I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And then I forgot to
Well,
do...
also, if you're not doing 3 at a time like you are.
Yeah. So...
Oh, Elisa says, yeah, they keep stuff good because it's like doing paper. Yeah, Cece, so Delise just said she thinks at least 7 to 8 double ply.
Yeah.
But you can build it up, I guess, more if...
So let me show you. I would say, do you see how, let me bring it up, how here you can still see a lot of the red from the rubber? This one still needs a lot more. This one, it's closer because it wasn't as a detail and it wasn't as a deep. So some of them can take more, some of them can take less. It really depends on the image.
Yeah, I guess it will depend on whether you can really still like push down.
Yes.
Like as it becomes more level, that might be a good cue to like you can stop. You know, as it becomes flush.
Yep. 100%. Then I'm here. I'm gonna try doing 2. So my Kleenex is still folded, so I'm actually doing 4 layers at a time with that Kleenex.
Oh, wow.
And since I know I already had a good impression at the beginning, now I don't need to pound so much. So I don't need to go so hard. Okay?
Oh, on the subsequent layers. Okay.
Oh. Because pouncing was the first ones to get that good impression. Once you keep adding layers, you're just adding structure and not adding texture.
So I'm using distilled water. Are you?
The what? No, girl. I don't have distilled water in my house.
You don't want this to have a funky smell later.
It dries. Just like your toilet paper at the end won't have. Like when you get a toilet paper out of your closet, it doesn't have a smell. Like this will dry completely. Don't worry.
Well, it doesn't have a smell because it's like it's been dried like in that flat, just.
Plus, I'm sending them in carts, so it won't be my problem.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
I did. Girl, I see one from you in my mailbox.
Where do you think my first one is going? This one, look, the yellow one. The yellow one is going to your house.
Well, I would be honored because that's pretty, that one.
Yeah.
You're so funny.
Maybe I should send it to Kim. Is Kim still in the...
Yeah, because she missed the first part, I think.
I know, so I should surprise her with the yellow one. Send that one to Kim. Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh. Delise, I've already refilled my little mister.
Yes, this uses a lot of... Yeah, so I should have mentioned that. I started using my little mister for this, and then I was like, oh, hell no. I'm having to refill my little mister. This is not working.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, it takes way more water than what you think it's going to take, right?
Yeah, I think, Delise, what do you think? Is this enough?
Let me see. Oh, that looks good.
You think?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just do one more because I have one here.
I didn't see what stamp you used at the beginning.
What did you have? Didn't say. It's this right here, the design.
Oh,
And
that's pretty.
yeah, and it's from, you know those kits that I got from Joanne, the Hero Arts kits?
Yes, the
It's one of,
super cheap ones.
yeah, it's one of the ones I
You know
got.
they haven't put them on sale again. I stocked them.
Yeah, I do too. So I'll let you know if I see it.
Okay. Okay, do we have
I
any?
mean, it's a good deal
Alisa,
even at their normal price, but when it's on sale, then you can get them.
Oh, Alisa. Alisa's getting roses and steaks for Mother's
Aww.
Day.
Oh yeah,
Oh
happy Mother's Day
my
weekend,
God.
everybody. That's so sweet. What a good hubby.
I know, right?
Oh, man, our chat always talks about food, and you guys give me the worst cravings. Last time was tacos. Now it's
Right?
steaks. Last time
Yep.
somebody was having a nice enchilada dinner.
Enchiladas. Someone was making enchiladas. Yeah.
Yeah,
How were those
remember?
enchiladas, people? Yeah. Who was it? Was it Cindy? Cindy, were you the one with the enchiladas?
Might have been. Okie
Yeah.
dokie.
Okay. I think I'm ready.
You're good? I'm
Are you
good?
guys ready?
Yep.
Are you guys ready? Okay. So let me show you
It
two
wasn't
things.
Cindy enchiladas, by the way.
Oh, not me. Hi, Carol. Welcome.
Hi,
She's joining
Carol.
us from Lower Alabama. Ooh,
Welcome,
turkey.
my
Oh,
friend.
Thai turkey burgers.
Ooh, that's yummy.
Um,
That sounds
Teresa, what makes them Thai? Is it the seasoning, or is it like, are you making a sauce, or we need to have information?
yeah. Don't talk about food unless you're willing to explain and share a
Yes,
recipe.
follow with a recipe, right?
Yeah. Okie dokie.
Okay, so one of the things here, so I want to show you, especially with my paper towel. Yes, paper towel. Like, I am struggling because it's so thick, like really thick. And I have so much extra. If you want to cut all that extra, you can wait until it's dry, or you can do it now. But if you're going to cut it now, make sure you're putting your hand over the stamp, holding it down, and you kind of want to break the pieces so you don't lose what you've been doing, okay? Because if you don't hold it and try pull this, you're going to break the entire cast, okay? See how I'm like putting my finger, putting a lot of pressure, and just using my other hand to just tear that paper away.
Are you ready to
That
find
looks
out
so much.
about Thai burgers?
Yes, I am, always.
Ginger, garlic, soy, cilantro, green onion, ground turkey, 1 egg, and breadcrumbs.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I can
Recipe
do
available on
everything.
replay, folks. On the screen now. Thai turkey burgers. Thank you, Teresa.
Okay. I can do that with some gluten-free breadcrumbs.
Yum,
Ooh,
yum.
I love, that sounds delicious. Wait,
Yeah.
did she say lime? Am I
Uh,
no, she didn't.
no,
But
but
on
I
my
bet
head,
that would be
but in my
good.
head, I'm like, yeah, in my head, I'm adding a fresh lime in there.
Lime, maybe like some basil. I don't know. With
Right? Here we are, like, we have never tried this
I
recipe,
know.
but we are improving it and modifying it on the fly.
Well, modifying. I don't know if we're improving.
I'm improving it! Okay, so now, there's a couple things you can do. You can pull your cast right now without drying it.
Hey, Delise.
Yes.
Before you do that, you're on the big screen now, so can you just show us
Okay.
again which one is toilet paper, which one's Kleenex, and which one's paper towel?
Yes. Toilet paper. Is this one? Kleenex. Paper towel.
Cool.
And I am literally right now pulling water out of my. So I don't know you guys, but I wanted one of those lawn fawn kind of towels where you clean your stamps. I don't know why, because I don't clean my stamps. But I ended up buying from Walmart just one of those things, one of those towels that you buy to dry your car. And it's about the same thing. So you could use this. Oh, that's my hair. I'm gonna just dry it a little bit more. You could do this. You could add a piece of paper, like towel paper. You can use a microfiber. You're just pulling water, okay? In case you were water heavy,
Teresa
this is
says
gonna
no
pull a
lime,
lot of water.
no lime, but a
No
nice
lime.
citrus lime mayo sounds yummy on it. Oh, that does sound
Yeah,
yummy.
you see. Okay,
I've
so I'm
never
just
used
pulling
this
a little
before.
bit.
Look, it's like a chamois from
What?
Gina K.
Yes,
Have you
it's
heard
a
of this?
sham. That was the word that I was looking for. Yeah, chamois. Yeah. People use them to clean their stamps, but again, I don't clean my stamps. I think my stamps show how much I love them.
Well, do you wipe it with a microfiber cloth, or you just don't wipe it even at all? No, nobody's judging. It's just
Sometimes
us here.
you are 100% judging me. You know what? If I am leaving it in the misty, I will wipe it off. If I am putting it away, it goes dirty unless it's a pigment ink, because I don't want it to get everywhere else. Does that make sense?
No.
I know that people, but you know what? You get happy surprises when you go to use your stamp again. Sometimes you'll get an extra color in there that you were not expecting it, and I like it.
Like
But
yellow
that's just
on
me.
the toilet paper casting.
I like yellow on the toilet paper when you didn't want to use yellow. Yes, exactly. Okay, are you guys ready?
Yeah,
Oh my
but
God.
I will say, like, I don't clean with a cleaner, but at the minimum, what I'll do is just spray it with water and then wipe, just so that, you know, it's
Okay, so even though I do have a big table to stamp, I'm usually stamping in a square area that is like 8 by 8 because of the mess that it's in my table. So I don't like spraying anything unless I have planned for it, because then it will get on everything.
Oh,
like everything will get wet.
Before you move on, we have a question.
Okay.
Oh, but also Teresa says hubby asked for sriracha mayo. I did not know they have sriracha mayo. I need to look into that.
You make
Yeah,
it.
that's true. But that wasn't the question. I just got distracted. Here's the question, Delise. Cindy says, mine is so wet, if I tap my fingers, I can get a whole new square wet. Is that too wet?
So put in your square. Yeah. Put in your square.
Sounds like yes. So add another square to
put in your square. So you will never have too many squares. Well, I guess if you go put in the entire toilet paper roll in it, you will have many squares, right? But I mean, anywhere between 7 and 10 or 12. So this idea is that I'm going to try to pull my cast now. If my cast does not want to come out, it means it needs more structure, and I'm going to put more layers.
Okay. I kind of feel like I'm going to need more layers, but I'll try to follow. Okay.
So I am going to try to pull. Ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to pull my clear one, and it's not pulling out. You see how it's stuck?
Yeah.
So I'm going to put a couple more layers because
Can
it needs
you
more structure. Now,
can
I'm going
you
to try, yes, can I what?
I was just gonna say, can you supervise me?
Oh, yes,
Okay, can you see me on the big screen?
yes.
All
Mm-hmm.
right. Oh, is this good? Is this okay? It's coming
Yeah,
off.
pull it out. Yes,
Thanks. I need your
yes.
supervision for these things.
So I am pulling mine from the paper. There it
Oh
is.
my gosh, that's so pretty. That's so deep. That impression.
All right, so
Oh,
there's
that's way
one.
deeper of an
I
impression
know this
than
guy
mine.
is going to need a couple more. And I'm going to try, and the easiest way, if you have like a rubber, like a stamp, that came out just, look, I pulled it out and it just came out.
Wait, hon. Putting you in the big screen. Oh my gosh. Okay, question, Delise.
Yes,
So if it does not pull off, you need more layers. Is that correct?
correct.
Okay. Yeah. Teresa, more layers. Cece says, mine pulled and
Just
it's
put,
beautiful.
yeah, just put
Yay!
one or more.
Yay! Okay, folks.
Mine pull, and yes!
Yeah,
Mine
right?
pull, and it's beautiful. I love it.
Okay, folks, I most of you are already in this group, but if you aren't, especially if you are maybe catching this on replay because somebody shared it out to you, there's a link to my Crafty Fun with Friends Facebook group. Please, if you're not already a member, feel free to join. It's a private group, so anything that you share there can only be seen there. And if you are trying this technique, share your toilet paper casting with us in the group so we can all check it out. And if you're crafting live and you're making some with us live, then I'll bring up what you've posted before the stream ends.
And then
Did you get that one
I
out? Did you get
haven't
the daisy
tried
one out?
it. Yep, I got the daisy out.
Oh,
Let me show you.
cool.
And
Pretty.
it still had some of pinks and
Yeah.
oranges
I was like,
that I
why does it
used.
look
Of
pink
course.
now?
I know. Because it's
Okay.
picking up everything because I pounced it hard.
Okay, cool. This is a good way to clean your stamps, Delise.
Yes. This is my new way to clean stamps.
Okay,
And
so couple questions before you move on. How long do these take to dry?
Okay.
And Cece wants to know,
Forever.
okay, are we done with it?
So I don't have any of the samples because I just gave them all away. So things that you can do, like this could be on the top of your card, okay?
Wait,
This
so
could be the background.
did you answer how long it takes to dry? You said forever, but really.
Oh, it takes about 24 hours.
Okay.
So this is where you could bring your heat tool or your blower and dry it out. I don't recommend it to dry it all the way out. You can just dry it a little bit so it just doesn't take as long. But of course, you know me.
Wait, I don't
am
understand.
looking for my.
Why
Yes, go ahead.
not? Why don't you recommend using it all the
Because
way?
two things. Your heat gun has usually most of the heat guns, the force and the air is pretty strong, and it may want to help separate the layers. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
So you want the most amount. So I like to leave them to dry by themselves because that way, the longer they stay wet like this, they bond together. Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my little girl and I am going to color her wings.
Delise. I started a
Right.
second one and I forgot to Versamark. Am I gonna
That's
regret
fine.
that? Okay.
Nope.
Because it's not too late for
This
me to just start over.
No, this one that I'm the actually the one that I'm gonna color now while you guys keep working, it's the one that I did not add any Versamark.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
So Elisa wants to know now for what exactly are these used? And then she says,
for
"Oh,
cards,
on card." But Elisa, I think you could
yes.
do anything. Like if you make
Mhm.
3D anything like home decor, you could frame this,
Yes.
and put just like a little something in the center. It's just nice texture and something a little fun to
Mhm.
do, I think. This would be really fun to do with kids.
Yes. There is no way to mess it up. That's why we did this a few
Is
times
that why
with the
you
scouts.
recommended it to me? You're like, Lynn, don't worry. Even you can get this.
Well, I wanted something that was easy. Was it
That's a yes.
terrible?
That's a
No,
yes.
right? And
Hey,
I'm
I
gonna
need easy.
actually bring.
I need easy.
Right? You know what? We all need easy every once in a while.
Oh, okay, so let me know if you would recommend this, Delise. Um,
Okay.
the thought that I have, because you're coloring now after, right? If we
Yeah.
wanted, let's say, I've got this other one that's like a snowflake
Ooh,
design.
I know exactly what you're gonna say. Yes.
You
Yes.
don't know. You don't
Yes.
know. You don't know.
Yeah. You're talking about adding color to your stamp before casting.
You do know. You know me so well.
Yes, it's wonderful. That's what happened. That was my happy accident with the yellow one. Yeah, you can color, you can use watercolor pens, crayons, and color your rubber or your clear stamps. And then when you add the water, they will get activated. You
Can I
could do
use this
markers.
like a shimmer mist?
What is this?
Shimmer
Yeah,
mist?
100%. Shimmer mist. Um, if you use something that has a, I always forget that word.
Micah?
Bonding that bonds,
Oh, gum arabic?
like something that, yes. So if you spray with something that has like
Oh, a binder?
gum ceramic or some gum, yeah, binder, then you don't have to do much at the end. So yeah, just have fun. Ooh, I like this
Um,
green. I don't think
oh,
it goes
Cindy
with those
posted.
colors that I'm using. What? What?
Uh,
Did
Cindy
she post
posted her
it?
squares. So I'll bring that up. But Cece
Okay.
has a question. Can we spray with distress oxides?
Yes. That's exactly what I was going to do now. I just can't seem
And
to open my bottle.
oh, Mama Pillow says I like pastels on them too. Easy to apply without destroying the design. I just brush or Q-tip. Oh, very cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing after she
Mama
writes.
Pillow, but you... Yes, yes, after. That was my question. I'm guessing she's using those after. Yeah. Oh my god! Sorry.
What? Are you okay?
My oxide ink was not... Yes. My oxide
Oh,
ink was not closed. It's brand
it's,
new.
I just saw it splatter. Oh, well, I didn't see it as it was happening.
It's
I
all
just
over
looked
my...
up.
It's all over my clothes.
Oh no.
I know. It was not
Oh,
close at all.
that sucks. Oh no.
Yes. These are my favorite pants.
Oh. Well, it'll come out, right?
Nope.
Because it's water based, right?
Nope. Well, it is water-based, but it doesn't come out.
Oh no. Oh,
You know
sorry.
what, ladies? A tiny break. I'm
Yep.
going to take this off and put it in the washer.
Yep, do it. I'll hold down the fort. All right. I am just making up stuff to do on this side here. This is my right side here is a bit of an experiment. So what I did was I make my own shimmer sprays, and I have this in Snow White. It's mica, like a Snow White kind of pearly mica powder with water, and gum arabic is my binding agent. Hi, Patty. Welcome. We're playing with toilet paper. So I sprayed that, my homemade shimmer mist, first. And I put down a layer of toilet paper. And then I spritzed, just to see, I spritzed some mica mist over one layer of toilet paper. I think it's still gonna, I think the color will still come through, but we'll see. And the reason why I'm doing that is because the face of our toilet paper casting is on the other side, the side that's actually touching the stamp. So I want the top to have some shimmer to it. And so we'll see what happens when I unmold this, if we get that effect. But of course, it's looking like you can always add afterwards, any colors or sprays or anything. But one of the reasons why I wanted to try spraying in between with my DIY shimmers is because it does have a binding agent in it. It has gum arabic. And Delise was saying something with gum arabic is a binding agent, might actually help your toilet papers, all the layers, might help it to stay together a little bit more and not actually release and separate once it starts to dry. So that is my little experiment on this side. And I want to keep this one going too. So it's kind of fun because once you get, if you have two that you can kind of bounce back and forth between, I think it's gonna fly by. You could be making a bunch of these at the same time. Delise, are you back?
Okay. I am back.
I was saying that I make my own shimmer powder with
yes.
mica and gum arabic, and I've been spraying it every couple of sprays with one of those.
Okay.
And that gets color throughout, but also because it's got a binder in it, hopefully that also helps it to keep the layers together.
Okay. So it might. Okay. It's all over. Like this oxide is like everywhere in my room right now. On the positive note, my 16-year-old is doing laundry. She went to get my clothes into the washer for me.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, Cece posted too. Awesome. Mama Pillow says, finally a way to use gum arabic. Yeah, by the way, hi Patty. I said hi, but I don't think I brought your comment up. Yeah, Mama Pillow, I use gum arabic a lot for different things, but you can definitely make your own shimmer powders from just mica. You can make your own mica paints with them. You can make your own shimmer pens, kind of like your Wink of Stellas. So yeah, use it. And then I don't know if anyone cooks with it, but if you like are need to eat gluten-free. I think gum arabic can be used in cooking to thicken stuff. It's a thickening agent.
Yes, to thicken. It's a thickening agent.
Yeah.
Don't put too much.
Yeah, a little goes a long way. So if you like, I would definitely recommend getting food grade gum arabic, even if you don't cook with it, because it's cheaper than buying art grade.
Yes, it is cheaper than buying the art one. I can't believe it.
By a lot.
Yes.
You'll often find that, though. It's often like there are some things where you do want the craft, specific one, but there are some things that are the same regardless. And gum arabic is one of those things that's the same regardless. It's just different industries have different uses for it and will charge differently. So even though it's the same thing. So
well, also it depends on how much do they make. So probably for consumer eating, they make a lot more than someone that does for art and painting. That's not what they usually do. So they have to do smaller batches. Smaller batches are more expensive.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they have to do what makes good business sense for them. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. But as consumers, we do what makes the most sense for us. And
for us,
if it's the same, if it's all the same, get what is more cost effective. And the food grade stuff that's even like organic is still cheaper than the craft grade. So, and it's organic and you can cook with it. So, I was tempted to use some yellow on this one, Delise, because it's honeycomb bee themed.
Yeah, no, do not do it.
So it would be appropriate, but I didn't want to break your rules.
Yeah. They're very,
mainly because I agree with your rules.
I know, right? It would be nice if I had my own rules, right?
That's okay. You're the one who makes them, so you can break them.
Okay, I like that.
You're allowed. This is fun.
And it's so relaxing, in my opinion, because
I know.
You really...
I haven't even been paying attention to chat.
You really can't go wrong. You just keep going.
Yeah. Mama Pillow says will be cool to see if the color shows up a lot. Yeah, I'm curious about this one too. Let's
yeah, me too. Because I usually put my color on before I put my first layer.
Yeah, I did. I've been doing it a little bit in between, but I did do it on the first layer too. That way, if you do any tearing techniques, then you might get some interesting colors in between.
Oh, that would be, yes, that's right.
Cindy says, I am using my watercolor crayons for the first time. Oh, how cool.
Yes. Yes, the watercolor crayons seriously are like, in my opinion, like maybe the perfect way, especially if like you're doing a floral and you want to color the flowers specifically, because you have kind of a little bit of control, but it still looks artsy at the end. So I'm glad.
So
I'm glad you're using them.
Patty says, I'm interested in seeing what you do with these. I've never heard of this technique. We probably won't be doing anything with them on screen because Delise recommends letting them dry naturally on their own. But we will for sure be posting. So if you're in the group, you will see that for sure, Patty.
Yeah.
And
hopefully some of the people playing today will also post.
Yeah, we've had some people post already. I just need to stop having fun and pop on over and actually pull them up. Let me do that.
But when you guys end up doing something with it, show us too.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Oh, wow. I cannot wait to bring this one up. Oh, this is stunning. You're going to be so proud, Delise.
Oh, okay, what? Show me.
I know.
Stop hogging it. Stop hogging it.
Stop hogging it. So funny.
You're
Okay,
still hugging it.
are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes, I
Look,
am. I can't see.
check
Okay,
that
wait. I'm
out.
gonna. Oh my God, that is
That's
gorgeous.
that's so beautiful. This is from Cece. Is
Cece,
it
is
zooming
that
in?
Spellbinders? Yes. Is that Spellbinders? Or Alt
Read the
New? Who's
details.
that?
Oh,
Yeah, who's that?
oh, these are gorgeous. This is from Cindy. The stamp worked well, but my tile is a little shallow. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's so
Oh, but they
pretty.
look beautiful. Oh my God.
It's still really pretty though. Even if it's shallow, I still
Yes,
think it's really pretty.
yes.
Get some color on there and it'll start to come through. The design will come through more.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
keep
would
posting
even
if you
say,
keep making.
I would say just gold splatter a little bit of something, and then put a black, no, a white emboss and a black sentiment, and call it a card. Put it on a card and call it a card.
Yeah, I feel like with panels like these, you're not
Right?
going to need much more, right? Yeah, I agree. I
No.
agree with you 100%.
Mm-mm.
Cece says it's from Simon Says Stamp. Hers.
Okay. That's
So that
gorgeous.
was, yeah. This is so fun. Oh, are you done coloring all of yours?
I am. This one was where the entire bottle, half of the bottle, landed.
Oh.
So it's not where I was going, but I'll make it work.
Oh, I
I'm gonna
know
make
you
it
will
work.
make it work.
Mm-mm. It's not winning.
It's not
I'm
winning.
winning.
Yeah. You make that paper work. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm almost out. This really does use a lot of water.
By the way, I don't know if I show you guys. Look what I found
Oh
at
my
Hobby
gosh, why
Lobby.
do you even have neon embroidery floss?
Because it's awesome. I think I might use it for this.
Delise, question for you
Maybe.
from
Yes.
Patty. Will this work with stencils?
Yes. But it will work with stencils. I was planning on doing embossing folders. It will work with embossing folders. The stencils, the only problem is that they're so the opening is so thin
Yeah, I
that
was wondering about that.
yeah, but it will work. It's just gonna be a different look. But try it. What's the worst that it can happen? You use 8 squares of toilet paper. Yeah, right?
Yeah. Well, you know what I love about this, and thank you for teaching it to us, is that it's basically turning our stamps into like an embossing folder.
Yeah.
Because, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, you can't get this depth and dimension from a stamped image.
No.
And here we're creating something like so dimensional. And
Yeah. I'm thinking of using these neon embroidery floss, maybe to create some French knots on my daisies.
oh, that would be cute. So, did you
Right?
just go out and get those, or did you just discover it from your stash?
I just saw them in my stash.
Well, at least you're using your stash.
Yes. They were
Uh,
on clearance a couple months ago, and I didn't know where I put them. Apparently, it made a lot of sense to put them in my paper pack container.
in your paper bag?
I know that. No wonder I couldn't find it. I'm like, I'm seriously been looking for it, and I'm like, I know I bought them
I am
because I've
getting
never
really messy.
seen them. Yeah, getting the. Oh, I'm so proud of you.
I've got shimmer,
so proud of you.
my shimmer powder all over the place here. It's like I'm like silvery. I don't know if you can see the shine on my hands. Because I'm using my hands to block it from like really getting everywhere. I don't want to put this in a box.
Instead of using your spray box.
I can't use a spray box. I can't be bothered right now. I'm in the middle of this.
I can't be bothered. You're having too much fun to be bothered with the spray box.
Yeah,
I get it.
Can't be bothered. Oops, Delise, look what happened. I brayered and the whole paper towel came up.
You might be a little too wet.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Are you a little too wet?
I've never heard anyone say that to me before.
Put a couple of pieces of plies of toilet paper together and just smash them with your fingers and then go with a brayer. Brayer. Well, how do you say it? Brayer?
I say brayer. Usually Meg is screaming at me in the chat telling me to add more water.
I know.
I'm usually the one who's like too conservative with my water.
You see, you're letting loose. I like it. I think Breyer is the ice cream company, right?
Yes.
Right?
Let's see.
Anybody else sharing? Come on, ladies. Oh, my God. I have oxide on my phone.
Oh, my gosh. But Mama Pillow did say getting kid to do laundry equals winning. So you're winning, Elise. Elisa's going to try this with embossing folders.
Oh, good.
Says,
yes.
I ran out of toilet paper. Worst case scenario. These squares.
Exactly.
Yes, that would be one use.
So, Elisa, if you do the embossing powders, make sure you do both sides because they're going to give you a different look. One is
what a good idea.
One is going to be recessed, the other one is going to be raised. So do both and see which one you like better.
Yeah.
Oh, Nina posted a picture.
Oh, okay. One sec. I'll run right over. I got to pounce a little.
Nina, we got to wait until Lynn is... we can pull her out from pouncing the stamp.
Hey, I'm willing to touch my keyboard even despite my...
I know. I hadn't said anything, but I was thinking I was thinking exactly about that. I'm like, wow.
That's love, right?
That is love.
Okay.
That is either love or no care in the world.
It's love because you know I care about my keyboard. Okay, update from Cindy. She's colored hers. Look at that. See how gorgeous that is? Colored up.
Oh my God. Cindy, do you like it? I love it.
I love it. See, this one was subtle before, but now look at it. It's got some shine to it.
Uh-huh.
It's glittery.
I like the pink toilet paper.
It's so totally transformed. Yeah.
I know. That's awesome.
Wow. Nina says she used an embossing folder and her watercolor markers for the first time. Next, I think I should use the other side of the folder. Oh, yeah. That's exactly what you just said.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is this her embossing folder one? Oh, my God.
That's Nina's, yeah. How pretty is that?
Yeah. You see, lady?
How pretty. Love it.
Smack that onto a card. And again, if when they dry, you see them a little bit pooling, just turn them over and maybe add a little bit of like the a glue and water mixture. It really depends on how hard you pound if they start coming off or not.
All right. Delise, wish me luck.
You got this. Come
All
on.
right. Let's see. This is.
Come on. Come on.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. See, isn't this great with, this would be great with a tint of yellow.
No, we would not. For a second, I saw it, and you know what I thought? I think that would be beautiful for some manly, like, cause they remind me of like nuts, like Lux and nuts.
Yeah, but do you see there's little hearts too?
Just ignore the hearts.
Well, it's not like men have hearts too. I'm just saying it's kind of cute because it's got that, but it's also got the hearts. It's got the hexes.
Whose stamp is that? What
but
company?
I agree with you. These are still Hero Arts.
Okay. Right. I don't think I have ever seen that one with the hive. Oh my God.
Ooh.
Look at the snowflakes. Oh.
That's pretty cool. Now, we're going to have to wait to see if the shimmer comes through. You can see, like...
Yeah, because it might cloud the shimmer when it dries out, because it's going to dry starky white like the toilet paper was originally.
I can even see the shimmer on here, so I'm hoping after it dries, it'll actually... Hoping you'll be able to see it, but... This is cool.
You know what I'm even thinking? That maybe we could have even tried this with rice paper.
Oh, that would be a lot of structure, huh? Because that's pretty...
Yes. But you would get more of a translucent look. Oh, another thing, I forgot. Another thing that you could do is in between layers, like, you can add glitter. Like in the first few layers. Because they kind of, when you keep pouncing, they will break through, but they will get, like, integrated in the paper.
Oh.
This is a technique that you can just play and play and play with it. You could use, like, little seeds.
Did you see that somebody posted as a comment that they put seeds in and then they gifted it and then people planted it?
Yes, so, that's what we actually did for the Girl Scouts. That's what we did for the Girl Scouts. Yeah.
Nice. Let's see. Lots of love for Cindy and hers that she posted. Cindy does say that she likes it. Distress spray, the only one I have. Well, I'm glad you're whipping it out and putting it to some good use. Mama Pillow says, I tried putting tissue paper for color, but my tissue paper has a coating. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a problem, Delise? Old school tissue paper works though. Okay, good to know. I love all these
if you
tips.
use the tissue paper, what you could do is then add for sure the layer of water and glue.
Oh, okay.
If you do use the water and glue and you're using your pouncer, make sure you wash that brush at the end.
Oh yeah, I mean,
do as I say, not as I do.
Well, and if you're using like gum arabic spray like I am, I would definitely spray and don't let anything dry as well. Cece says she used yellow.
The other
I
thing that I could do is like in this case, so you remember that this is the one that my oxide just landed over it. What
yeah.
I am gonna try to do with this guy is I'm gonna stamp my image right where the impression is.
Oh, like
Now,
right in there?
do I use, yeah, should I use a color that I know is not gonna bleed, or should I use color that I want it to bleed?
Well, how crisp of an
And by,
image do you want?
I know, that's what I don't know. I think I want a crisp image. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
go with my VersaFine, if I could find it. Oh my God, this must be a lucky day because I just found it in the first place I looked.
I know.
What?
Usually you can't find anything.
I don't know, because everything is all over the place. Okay. Please do notice that I'm sticking my. Did you see that? I'm using just my ATG to stick my
Oh
my
my
rubber
gosh.
stamp to my block. Yes, I am, people.
Oh my. Oh my. Delise, you're such a rebel.
Okay. I know, I am. Okay, I'm gonna make some space because I'm terrified of what I'm gonna do that right now. Because if I don't get it in the right spot, it's gonna look wonky.
Okay, we'll
So
let you
you might see my
concentrate.
head.
That's okay. We'll let you concentrate. Cool. Cece posted another one. Okay, I'm gonna bring that up while you do your thing. I use the sweater
Whatever
that
is it
Lisa.
that I'm doing.
Hey, it's all for experimentation. I'm gonna try your glitter idea.
Sure. I'm clear of pulling the stamp out. Should I?
Are you sure it's made an impression? Did it go all
It
the way
is what
down?
it is. I think it did.
Okay, you're on the
Okay, I'm
big
going for
screen.
it.
That turned out good.
Oh, that turned out so good.
That's awesome. Ooh, I love
Oh, I
that.
like it. And I use my VersaFine Onyx, which is a super dark black. But since
Yeah.
it's red, it kind of looks antique.
I'm surprised you didn't use Stays On.
Oh, my station hates me.
Oh, why?
It really does. Like I even bought a refill for it, and every time I open it, it's dry.
Oh
Like
no.
I have used half of the refill in the pad, and it's still dry. Like I don't
Oh,
understand.
that's so weird.
It's such a bummer. It just makes me so unhappy. So
Yeah.
yeah, because
Ooh, I
I
see
think
more
the I
posts.
think
Okay.
I think I probably would have been better buying a new Stays On ink pad because
Yeah.
then it would have
I
been
was just
juicy. Now I have a pad and a half of the refill and it's not working. Honestly,
you can still get it. You can still get a new one.
yeah. Oh
Look at
my,
that.
I'm about to wait. Give me 1 second.
Oh.
I have no batteries.
Oh
Oh my
no.
God, what is
Can you see
that?
it?
That is gorgeous.
Cece,
Oh my
what
God,
did
I
you
love
use
it.
to color? That's really pretty. That's so pretty.
Is it yellow? Is it green and purple? I'm
No, I
trying
think
to.
it's yellow and blue make green.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Or no, there's
What's
actually
going?
some green in there too. There's like green splatters I see.
Did you use your Lindy's, Cece? Yes, she did. She used her Lindy's. That was one of the things that I was going
Her
to use,
what?
and I completely forgot. Her Lindy's Magicals. These.
Oh my gosh. Cindy's taking it up a notch. Look. She darkened it. How did you do
Did she
that?
stamp it? Did she stamp it, or did she use the brayer?
I don't know. Cindy needs to tell us.
Cindy should have been doing
That
this
that
instead
makes
of
a whole
me.
that's a no. That makes a big difference.
Mhm.
Look, so this was the original. See?
Mhm.
And then she went and added more color, and now she's got this two-tone. That's so awesome. That's pretty cool. Pretty darn cool. Well, thank you so much, Delise, for showing us this really fun technique. And Cindy says she used a brayer.
Yeah. Mhm.
So, great idea. And I'm gonna keep on going, even though, even after we wrap up the stream, but I don't want to keep everybody here all day. But thank you. I'm gonna try to put a little bit of glitter, do your little glitter idea here. So we'll see, Delise. Oops.
Oh,
That was a lot
Cece
of glitter.
did an oxide spray combination. The Twisted Citron, that's where the yellow is coming, because that one has a lot of yellow. Rustic Wilderness and Chip Sapphire.
Oh, very cool. Thanks for the color
Welcome,
combo.
Heather.
Okay, so folks in the chat. Oh, hi Heather. Welcome. Yeah, this is definitely a replay you want to catch because it was a lot of fun. We're probably gonna wrap up, but if there are any last minute questions for Delise though, go ahead and pop them in the chat while we have her here. But of course, if you think of anything afterwards, just you can let us know in the group too, because Delise will keep an eye out for that and answer questions there
Yes,
as well.
I will. Mhm.
Yeah. And once your panels have dried and you start to craft with these, however far away that is from now, please do share in the group just so that we can be reminded of this cool technique and then see some practical applications for it. Delise, you're planning on using yours pretty soon, right?
Oh yeah, as soon as they dry. This one is almost dry. I'm like,
That's
I'm
awesome.
thinking that I have this concoction that I bought many years ago to do my own dry cleaning, and it has like a shelving unit that you put in your dryer.
Oh.
So your dryer, it's still going around, but the shelving stays in place.
Oh, interesting.
So I am kind of thinking that maybe I can put these in there and dry them a little bit faster.
Well, that's neat. Yeah, let us know how that works out.
I know, I just need to find the shelving unit.
Oh.
And they may dry before that.
I was like, you just need the only thing. That's like the key thing.
Oh!
Cindy says,
Cindy.
you are so
Yeah, go ahead.
inspiring. I am trying to do new stuff. Oh, I'm glad that we're able to, that Delise is here to bring some new ideas to us. And Cece asks, do you usually tear these to use as backgrounds? Yeah, how well will these cut? And, do you recommend like a guillotine to cut them if we wanted to cut them, or what are your thoughts on that?
You could cut them with scissors. I don't know how well the guillotine might work on the toilet paper. I know it kind of works pretty good if you're doing paper towel, because it's thicker. Alisa might have amazing results with a guillotine with the cheapo, almost notebook paper from hotel toilet paper.
Can I tell you?
But yeah.
When my story that I started the stream with, when I inherited that toilet paper from my brother, because it was their like backup paper, it was all Scott's like single ply. Like, can you imagine a year and a half of exclusively using that? I was
You know
never so
what?
happy to come back to Charmin quilted double ply.
Girl, if I had known you at that time of your life, I would have 100% sent you a bottle of butt paste. For those of you who do not know what butt paste is, it is the best diaper ointment cream in the market. I in no way affiliated with them, but it was the only way we survived when Bianca was a baby. I'm like, that thing, ladies, if you ever, and it works beautifully under your breast, like anywhere that you need it.
Oh my gosh. Where has this stream gone? What are we even talking about anymore?
I'm like,
you know this is live. It's not like I can edit this.
I
know. We are having too much fun.
Yeah.
But look at how many I managed to make, Delise. I know you stopped, or else you'd be way ahead of me, but...
You see? Mama Pillow agrees with me.
What? As a mom of five, I agree.
Yeah, she said Boudrez, and it's called Boudrez butt paste. Like, seriously, amazing.
Oh, Teresa's back. She wants to ask a serious question.
Okay.
Did you color these while still wet or wait for them to dry?
Okay, so you can do both. So we didn't, and I should have. We didn't start by coloring. You can start by coloring the stamp before you put any of the papers on top.
Well, you did it accidentally with your yellow one.
I know. I did it accidentally with my yellow one. You could color after it dries with pastels. You could use watercolors, and then you would just need to wait for them to dry again. Be very gentle with the watercolors. Don't touch too much the paper to the to your brush, because your brush will end up super full of lint, and you're gonna hate it. You could do sprays after it's dry. You could do it. We did it while it was wet. The nice about doing it while it's wet is that it kind of almost looks like watercolor, so it keeps spreading wherever it is, like, since it's still wet. So it really depends on the look that you want. Do you want it to be softer? Do it while it's wet. Do you want the colors to be brighter and more and stay where you put them? Then do it when it's dry.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with like how precise the placement of the color you want.
Yeah.
Okay, delete. This is the one with glitter. So.
Okay. Did you put it in the first or in the second?
I put it like a second layer. Oh, it didn't really come through. It didn't come through.
Oh, I mean, you have to keep. Okay.
What do I do? It's too late now, isn't it?
Okay.
I have too many layers. I can still smash it.
Yes, you can. There's some people that after it's dry, Lynn, they will. You can rub it to get the glitter to come out if it hasn't come out through. Okay, I might have to try that.
because it looks pretty sealed in.
Yeah.
Right now. Okay. That
Also,
technique
if you
needs a little bit more practice.
if you put yeah, it depends on the size of the glitter. Like maybe put it in the and after the first one, only the one layer. If it's a thinner glitter, you could also after it's dry, rip it, and you'll see the glitter at the ends of the ripped paper.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I'll try that. Yeah, because that glitter was kind of pretty fine.
It was pretty fine. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I super sprayed this with my shimmer. Probably can't tell.
We might not be able to make her stop.
I'll end this stream eventually. Don't worry. Like, how long do I need to be here?
I don't know. My family's hungry.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Okay. Thanks everybody for joining. Clearly, it's a good thing I have a healthy supply of toilet paper because I really enjoy this. So, thank you everybody for joining us live. Thank you to everybody who posted your castings with us. If you are catching this on replay, do join the Crafty Fun with Friends of LV Handcrafted Facebook group and share your makes as well. Share your castings, and then share if you when you use these tiles on projects, do share them with us in the group just so that we can. I think even if it's like a month later or whatever, it's kind of nice to see them kind of come back in and just it's a healthy reminder to try some of these different fun techniques. So so do share whenever you do use them. And as well, big thank you to Delise for sharing such a fun, unique technique with us. So I'm copying into the chat again Delise's YouTube channel, and please do, if you haven't already checked out her channel, pop on over, watch some of her fun tutorials. She doesn't even have a tutorial on this yet, I don't think, right, Delise?
No, it's coming this week.
Yeah, so we're like the first to kind of get Delise's expert tutelage on this. So definitely pop on over and check out her channel, subscribe if you like what you see. And thank you, Teresa. She said so much fun. I shared this. Yeah, absolutely. If you enjoyed this stream, whether you're catching it on replay or you were here live with us, please do share it because I think it's so fun. All of our Crafty Fun with Friends episodes are fun, but I think this is like a very outside the box crafty session here, and I think it's definitely a fun one to share with anyone because they may not even need to be a crafter necessarily because you don't really need to have all the crafty things. Anything that can make a mold or has any sort of a like impression that you can push paper into, and that could be from any different type of kind of industry, not just our crafty scrapbooking paper crafting industry. Delise mentioned a couple things, and Cindy used that tile. So look around your house, see what has these nice sort of designs that you can maybe use as a mold to push your paper into, and just have some fun with it. So Delise, I'll let you go ahead and remind us about where all we can find your crafty posts, and as well let us know what's coming up on your channel, if you can give us any sneaky peeks or any I don't know, inside information.
So this week it's coming. I am going to be making a video that includes this technique. It's coming this week, and they leave a couple more hops. You can find me at YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook as Stamper Girl. Okay?
Awesome. Thanks so much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your. You know what's hard, Delise? Before I close the stream.
What?
So, like, now that I'm kind of trying to clean up my space a little bit, I'm looking at this paper towel and I'm like, well, now I can cast with this. And
Yes!
so I'm never gonna stop because I'm gonna do another cast with this. That's gonna create more of a mess.
You can do a cast like I've been looking at this paper. Look at this.
Oh,
So
that's pretty. What is that? Tissue paper?
It's a piece of tissue, and this must have been my watercolor paper. The watercolor, the water, the dirty, and I must have been coloring something pink, and I just put it in there.
Oh, that's so pretty.
I dyed it by accident, and it seems like that needs to be cast.
Yeah.
That needs to be casted into something. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a sickness.
It's
Oh, one thing before we leave. If you see that you're adding, while wet or after it dries, it happens more when it's wet. Like this one, for this cast, I kept adding sprays. If you see that your image starts to get a little bit blurry and too soft, like you're losing the impression, just put it again against your stamp and press it. It's just that you added more water. And
after you.
I don't know if you noticed when you added the color, you added more water, and that's all. Okay? But you did not lose it or miss it, so don't worry.
Good.
So I'm going to leave it like that, and I'm going to let it dry like that, so I get a deeper impression.
Good tip. All right. Well, with that, everybody, thank you again for joining us, and thanks for spending a little bit of your afternoon with us. Really appreciate it. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of your weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I hope that you're getting treated like the queen that you are. And until next time, happy crafting, everybody. Have a fabulous weekend. Bye.